Although I've seen these things in car books, I've never actually seen one. This is a 46 model of a Triumph Roadster. He's badged out up front, but he's really done a heck of a job on this little guy. Little cramped back here, but you could throw somebody back here. And they even got a windshield. But here's the cool thing. Look at this dash and interior. Pretty neat, huh? Nice car. I kind of like this thing. And my brother Lee will dig this thing. He had a real TR6 Jones for a while. He had a blue one. It was nice. Of course, Lee keeps things incredibly nice and tidy, and his was incredibly nice and tidy. That would have been, well, he was at the Naval Academy, so it would have been in the mid-70s. It wasn't new. In fact, I think his was a 71, that I think about it. I could be wrong, but I think that was what it was. It was a neat car to drive, I know that, although I only drove it a three times. Neato. Pretty sweet 350 right here. Nice, clean, wrinkle-free. This was when Mustang really started pouring the coals to these things. Nice looking car. And then you have this RT. I always dug these things. This one, I'm guessing, is not the 440 or the 426. So probably the 383. Nice. And then look at this little guy. These are always a ton of fun. High school, college days, these things were everywhere. The bugs as well as these little gears. Had a buddy of mine, I wish I could remember his name, had the convertible. We used to have a ball in that little car. Nice looking little Carmen. And there's something really sweet. That is the Shelby GT 500. Look at 68. Oh man, he's got it signed by Carroll Shelby. How sweet is that? That's a nice little piece to have. Clean and tidy. Nice car. Man, oh man, back in the 60s, every weekend at the drags you would have seen something like this. He's done a nice job replicating this. Big straight front axle, moon tank up front, high, and oh, he's done a nice job bringing around the old gasser look. pretty neat. Well, although my favorite from this era is the 61, this is really tidy looking 62 hardtop here. Really clean. Look about, well, it looks like it's got 18s on it, but it looks good in here. And he's got all the gears. You know, when you're sporting all the gears, that's the way it ought to be. And you have that nice little setup in there. 409s are just tough to top.
We found a Canadian car.
Good looking car. Real tidy little Cobra. I think this, well, yeah, this is the Cobra 350. Convertible, nice. I always like this kind of tealish color on it. Good looking car. But looky here, Lee and Sarah. I always really like these Spiders. They're just good looking cars. My brother and his wife had one. I got stuck out there for, well, actually I was in Denver, they were in Jacksonville. The blizzard of '82, I had to stay at their house, much to their chagrin, for I think 3 weeks. And when I was there, this is what I drove around. Then I went to see them in Pebble Beach, stayed there for a couple of days, and I drove that thing around Pebble Beach going to the golf course and such in an Alfa Spider. I looked like a hot dude then. And another one. And here is the newer, this is the Quadrifoglio,
a little bit,
which is a pretty spicy little Spider. This was really into the modern era, the Spiders. I think they started coming around in '85 or '6, something like that. But they were pretty snazzy Spiders. Well, still is a pretty snazzy Spider. Spiders, or Alfa Romeo Spiders, are just snazzy. There's nothing else you can say about that. That's sex on wheels right there. Really clean 41 Ford pickup here. Look at that. That's sweet. Nicely done. Really clean. It'd be a booger to sit in because there's two of you is crowded, but then you get this little guy. Flatheads are just cool. And then
the little one was harder to
that is a crank. Huh? Yeah. The little one. Yeah, well. Well, that's because one of them has big parts and the other one has tiny parts.
Actually, what it was the clear coat.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of pretty sharp Studi Commander here. And I mean, this thing looks original, unmolested. I mean, the seat cover's new, but look at all that. That looks just untouched. 3 on the tree. Spotlight. But look at this. That just looks untouched, unmolested, bone stock factory right there, doesn't it? Who'd have thunk? Nice. There's a huge ass car. 4950 Roadmaster Dynaflow. That's probably 6,000 pounds of car here. This was the thing. Personally, I always liked this swept back Dynaflow looking feature. Fastback looking feature. I like that. Neato. Here's a really sharp little bug-eyed Sprite. But you don't usually see this on it. That's a turbocharger. You usually don't see them this tighty either. Buddy of mine back in the Navy had one of these things. It was a pretty slow little car, but God, we had a blast in that thing. This thing here is, well, he spent a lot of time and money bringing it back up to factory. And that's what it is. Little bitty tiny cars, these things, like 11 feet or something, 11, 12 feet. Man, you are cramped in it. They are loud, they are bumpy. But when you're 18 years old, that's a lot of fun right there. And all the Region 6 guys will recognize this one. That's Jay's car. He's here. I just saw him a couple of minutes ago down the other part of the show. But that's his SRT Hemi. Pretty nice ride. I always like this style of Barracuda right here. And of course, well, I never did like the hardtop so much. I like the fastback and the convertibles. It's pretty unmolested dash there. Well, this one's been kind of tidied up a little bit. Still, little convertible 318 CUDA. What a nice fun toy. The wind just picked up a little bit, so this guy just put his hood down just as I got here. But I wanted to show you this. I mean, I think these are sleek cars to begin with, but this one is the one with the V12 in it. Boy, I wanted you to see that, because you don't see those very often. Good looking car, V12. Well, you kind of know you have something when you got a big body Pontiac with a 4-speed. And then you come around here and see that on it, and you know you do. Yeah, here's something you don't see every day. Good looking car. I like that Halloween orange and black. This is a 41 Plymouth pickup. Little flathead 6 in it. Really nicely done. But you just don't see too many Plymouth pickups. I really like those fenders. Yeah, here's one of a couple of really clean cars. Really straightforward. Little 65 air conditioner with automatic. And they brought it with the 289. Nice GT. And then this, really sharp 64 Falcon. And he's kind of repowered here with a 302. Nice looking car.
Alright, well, I'm going to go sit down.
Really nice sunny day today. That's where I'm going, downtown Clearwater, over that bridge. And there's Clearwater Beach. And the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, there is old downtown Clearwater, where I'm going. There's part of the car show, park, the docks out here. This is the bridge going over to Clearwater, which is where I just came from. Well, let's get up to the top and I'll show you something. Really nice, warm, sunny day for bicycling up over to downtown Clearwater. Nice to be out, and again, it's a nice sunny day, and it appears that everybody in the Tampa Bay area has decided to go to the beach today. So you can see the line getting to the beach today. That's Clearwater Beach over there. Looks like I made a pretty good decision to bicycle up and over today. There's going to be no place to put all these cars. Water is gorgeous, and there are a ton of boats out today. Hit it right in there to downtown Clearwater.